stand tall, keep composure, show no emotion. Tried washing it away with some perkies and potions. I'm in my feelings tonight. I'm in my feelings tonight.
When that black car pull up, everybody look up. Shirts start to lift up, spirits start to go up, and everybody go nuts. Hey, it's your boy Nut, man, and welcome to Fathomless Therapy. And this right here is Basement Talk. Today, we're gonna talk about saving yourself. Have any of y'all ever put your all or was dedicated to a church, spiritual healing, a cult, or any of those things? Well, that's what we're gonna talk about today. And I'm gonna start off with telling you a little bit about my story, my journey, and where I'm at today. So I started off in a Christian church. You know, it was cool. I used to love church. I used to go with my grandma every Sunday. So let's fast forward to now. Now I think back and I got questions. I always wondered, but why? Why church? Why Jesus? Why God? Who is? And the things I came to understand is that it's too many contradictions and questions. And I see a lot of controversy with this right now. So I'm gonna start the easy way, and I'm gonna talk about religion and what religion is, or what I feel like a religion is. I feel like religion is no different than a cult. Everybody, and I'm pretty sure most people' favorite part of church is the music, and and it's the breakdown of it. Now let's think about that for a minute. Do you remember the times when you was in church and they was playing like the mellow hymns? Doom 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 doom. Your grandma sitting there, her eyes closed, and she rocking back and forth, back and forth. And you know you a child, so you looking, you like, man, my grandma, she in it. And so you got that part of it. Preacher get to talking in between, and then it amps up a little bit. And now the drums kick in, boom boom, you know. And then the preacher, he amps it up, and then the beat start coming, and then you get the piano, dun dun. And so now it went from rocking to this, standing up and yelling and screaming and running around, and then it comes back mellow again. So it's a point of hypnotization, and then the part of the takeover of your mind, and then they calm it back down again. And I feel like this is done only to get you in a emotional state, because the thing that comes after that is the collection plate. Give it all to God, right? Give it all to God. And and it's crazy, because when that collection plate come and you already had your hypnosis done and your transformation of your mind and your emotions into the frequency that the mute the rhythms of all the instruments put you in, you give it over. like you under some type of spell or something. That's my first thing. My second thing is the business of church. So we think about it, and these pastors they all have to go to school and get a degree in worshiping or uh, being a pastor. Where in the Bible, Jesus never went to school or had to get his knowledge of the Word of God from anyone. So why do I have to go to school and have a certificate to be a pastor? Therefore, it becomes a business at that point. And that's why so much crookedness that goes on within the church. Now, if we if we going based off the Bible and what you people say you believe in, then you have to ask yourself, if I'm following my pastor and comes out that he's crooked, don't in the Bible that say that he who follows the false prophet goes where he go? I'm too mentally strong to put myself in that predicament, because any one of us down here on earth, we all eat, we all sleep, we all bleed, we all live, we all die. With that being said, why would I put my faith into another man and believing that he is the messenger of God? Jesus didn't have a church or a temple or never asked anyone for anything. He gave to the homeless, to the sick. So why is we giving 10%? And are we really giving 10%? I think we giving more than that, because if I'm been going to this church for 20 years and I stumble on hard times and I come to you, Pastor, do you give me or help me? Let alone I'm already broken, riding in this broken car and my house falling apart, behind on bills, can't feed my kids. But I give you 10% every Sunday for 20 years. And the most you do for me is you play your instruments and you tell the congregation, the same congregation, that every time I turn my back, somebody is talking about me or my kids, what I wear, how I wear it. You ask these people to pray for me. Now, if I'm not mistaken, nobody in the church is perfect. And I say that because church is a halfway house. It's a house of sick people seeking help. So no one there is perfect. So we can't blame the people in the church, but we could blame the pastor, because you are the one that's supposedly supposed to be the messenger of God. And if you know this, then you know that your home or your house or your temple is a halfway house full of sick people seeking help. The same people that come to you for prayer. The same people that don't even know how to pray for themselves. But you ask them to pray for me. And that's the most you got for me. But the minute that I don't have 10% to give to you, then I'm cheating God. How dare you? How dare you? Next, God Jesus, the Bible. Who wrote this book? Why is there a New Testament? Who's around that's still talking to God these days? You telling me to believe in the book. Okay. The same people that brought this religion here are the same people that enslaved so-called black people, which I don't understand what black people is or who are black people. If you consider that I'm black, I'm not black. I don't think no one on this planet is black. Black is not a ethnicity or a culture of people. Like, where did you get this from? I mean, I heard of Chinese, Mexican, Indian, American, Russian, but black, even white. Like, what is that? A color? I don't think black is a group of people. But let me get back on the subject of what I'm talking about. Now, you say we couldn't read. Y'all had to teach us to read in the slave houses or whatever. So if we didn't know how to read when y'all found us, what did we believe in? Because it wasn't the Bible. That was something you so-called gave us to read. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with that. I think you wrote this book in order to steer balance, and to take away from us because we are the people of this universe. But that's for another basement talk episode. Your book says that Jesus died on the cross, and before he died, he said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know. So the question I ask all of you pastors and so-called preachers, religious leaders, are the Muslims, and let me stop right there. I apologize, Muslims, not the Muslims, and I don't understand who these people are, but the Palestinian people that commit suicide for their people, are they going to hell too? What about people that don't believe in your God? They have their own God, Allah, or whoever they believe in or preach to or pray to. Are they going to hell too? What makes your God so different from their God? Because they haven't seen theirs either. They haven't got a response back or any of that. But if you say that these people are going to hell, then you contradicted yourself by saying that. And you the one that wrote that. He without sin should cast the first stone. That's what you said, but you are steady judging people every day. Anyone that says that they're some sort of religious person or whatever, then I have to look at you side-eye, because if you believe in a book that do nothing but contradict itself, then I have to look at you, because you are going to be a contradicting person. You still don't know yourself. You believe in something that's going to come and save you when you can save yourself. God is the universe. God is us. I am my Father. See, they blind us and try to take that away from us, but we have to remember that if we are the children of God, then I am my Father. Let there be. Genesis was all that we needed. We didn't need the other books if we believe in the Bible. This, me, myself, this is the world that we live in. What they say, that the world is hell. Well, I believe that heaven and hell is a state of mind. You can have heaven on earth. And heaven on earth, in my definition of heaven, is when you manifest the life that you see for yourself. Anytime someone is doing bad, what do they say? How you doing? Man, I'm going through hell right now. State of mind. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. So that's church. Now, the cults, I think the cults are a little different. The cults are people or that started with a genuine purpose. And I think that they were so excited about what they found for themselves that they wanted to share it with others. The problem came when the message that they got through to others gave them power instead of being a part of the universe. They tried to control it. Now, think about it. Like, really think about it. Lucifer was an angel at one time, so they say, right? But Lucifer was a fallen angel. Did he try to take over heavens? I mean, I know some of the story, but I don't believe in the story, and I know the story. But I'm saying that story to tell you a cult leader was a part of the heaven that they built for themselves. But they fell from grace because instead of being a part of the universe and what they was creating in the space that they created for themselves, for others, they tried to take over. They tried to rule. And that's when they failed. I mean, you can name any cult leader. They all had the same fate. The sad part is that they all failed by the same reason down there. Sex. Sex is one of the biggest and most popular demons in the world next to drugs, but I think sex is the one that just takes over it all. Anything that make us feel good, right? Know yourself. Know yourself. Now, cults in religion and a spiritual journey. See, a spiritual journey is for the self. And the spiritual journey within itself, when you share it with the world, you have people that wants to go on the same journey as you. If you keep that journey to yourself, then I think it'd be easier to not form into a cult. I don't think no one is capable of leading a group of people without being tempted to be tarnished. You disrupt a lot of the frequencies and energy within yourself when you allow other people around you that don't have the same agenda as you. A lot of people might see you and have that sex demon on them and come around with flirtatious acts. And so now your genuine spirituality journey turns into something totally different. And we see it happens a lot. I want everybody to just take a second and if you gotta watch this playback again, or if you have any questions, because I still have questions myself. So everybody's talking about a New Year's resolution. I haven't made one. My New Year's resolution is to stay dark. And when I say dark, I mean that in a good way. I want to stay unseen to the people that don't understand me. But I would like to be seen by the people that understand me. I need people around me that's searching for the things that I'm searching for so we can find them together. I don't want to lead anyone. Peace, love, and happiness is what I'm searching for. Not in a relationship, unless it's with the universe. I need to learn to manifest, transfer energy, not into other people, but into the universe. I want to love the universe like it's my child. And I want to love my child like it's the universe. And I think that's the journey we all should be on. Not putting our faith into other people to tell us we're not worthy of our father. What type of father is that? If that is your God that's going to punish you for mistakes or really believe in what you believe in and send you to a place where you burn forever. See, we all are human and we all have kids. I yelled at my daughter before and she cried. I felt bad. I hugged her. Took her to get some ice cream. And I'm not God, but I have a heart. And I'm just a human. So you really think that if this all loving and forgiving God is real, that he would watch his kid burn in eternal life? That don't sit right with me. And it shouldn't with you either. Sounds more like fear to me. You want to scare me into a position that you need me to be in. Because when I enlighten and wake up and see the truth, then you might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. You don't sound no different than any cult or any religion. You just as manipulative as they are. And when I say you, the government, and anybody else that runs the United States, these people are crooked. They stole from us. They manipulated us. They changed our name from indigenous to Negro, colored, black, Native American, African American. Like, what is this? What is this? But like I said, that's a talk for another basement talk episode. I want everybody to really think on this. What do you believe in? What is your New Year's resolution? Shout out to Dan Calloway and enlightening me and waking me up and telling me about the New Year resolution situation. And I'm going to share that with you. Maybe not word from word, but I'll paraphrase and put it in as simple as possible. Dan Calloway said, why would the new year be in the dead middle of winter when everything outside in the universe is dead? The grass, the trees, it's cold, it's dark. Why wouldn't it be we spring into the new year where the grass is growing as beautiful as it ever been, and the flowers are blossoming. It's warm outside. Sounds like everything is new. So why wouldn't New Year's be around April or May when things are coming to life? And I liked it that. So if I did make a New Year's resolution, then it's gonna be when my New Year start. Let's think on that one too. Shout out to you, Dan Calloway. I love your channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of basement talk to talk about, people. And I would love to have these conversations with you. So, with that being said, peace, love, and happiness. 2026. Let's stand together and let's make change for all people.